Hello guys, welcome to Hacknical channel. In this video we are going to see how we can download and install Kali Linux as a virtual machine on different virtualization platforms like Oracle VirtualBox and VMware Workstation, etc. So the process for installing and accessing the virtual machine will be same. Only the difference will be the software. VMware Workstation Pro is a paid software and mostly used for commercial purposes, and Oracle VirtualBox is a free open source software. So I will be demonstrating on Oracle VirtualBox. The process will be same for VMware Workstation Pro as well. Just go to Google and type here get Kali. You will get the link as get Kali Linux. Here there are different types of uh, your platforms are given, like installing it on mobile, virtual machines, bare metal, ARM, cloud, containers, live boot, and WSL, etc. I will choose bare metal. This will give me the download link for 62-bit, 34 or 32-bit and Apple M1 machines. Here you need to click on installer. This is the complete offline installation package, and with this comes with all predefined customizations. Click on the download. So the download will take some time. I have file already downloaded for Kali Linux 2021.1, so I will use the same. For this, go to VirtualBox. Here, click on Machine, New. Here, give Kali. I will be doing Kali machine with root only access. I am not adding any another user, so I'll put it as Kali underscore root. Here, according to your machine, like I am using Kali Linux as a host machine, so my machine folder is slash root slash VM. Depending on your install machine installation, you will get, like for Windows you will get C user, your particular username, and under that VM. So after that I will choose Linux. Then it is a Debian 64-bit. Click on next. I'll give RAM as 2 GB. 1 GB will be enough if you are using low specs device. Next, create virtual hard drive now. I will create on VDI, dynamically allocated. I will give it as 20 GB. Create. So after that, go to settings, choose storage, and select the disk file which you have chosen earlier. You This is the file which you have downloaded just now. Then click on network. I will be using bridged adapter, and I'm connecting it to WLAN 0. Depending on your Wi-Fi or Ethernet cable, you will get different options over here. Click on OK, then click on start. Here I will choose graphically install. English, United States, American English. If you are new to using Kali, I recommend you to create at least one user apart from root, so that you will not destroy your virtual machine. I will keep a hostname as a Kali, domain name as empty. Here a new user account will be created for you instead of root account for non-administrative activities, but I do not want to create any user uh, for this machine apart from root, so I'll just go back and I'll just skip this portion and click on configure the clock. Continue. If you are new to using Kali machine, just click on guided use entire disk and click on continue. write changes to disk and click on continue. Right now it is installing a base system, so it will take some time. Once the system is installed, you will be prompted to install a desktop environment. So I'll just choose the default one and I'll click on continue. After that, it will install all the packages which are necessary for the Kali to up and running. Once system is been installed, you will be asked to install grub bootloader. Just click on yes and click on continue. Click the selected device where grub boot installer should be installed and click on continue. After this installation, the system will reboot, and after that we need to set root password. After installing and configuring the system is now finishing the installation, and within several minutes we will be good to go to use our newly created Kali virtual machine. Now installation has been finished. Here we will need to reboot our system, so I'll just click on continue. System is now rebooting. Once you have this menu, just click on E to edit the options. The line which starts with Linux, just go to the end of that line, erase quite splash, and instead of arrow just click read write rw, then init is equal to /bin /bash, and click on F10 to boot with these settings. This will give us a temporary root login with read write enabled. Just enter a command passwd to set root password. For time being, I'll set up the temporary password. It says that password is updated successfully, so I'll just reboot the system. We have successfully logged in into Kali using root user, and we have not created any other user. Whenever you have installed any fresh system or fresh Kali, I recommend you to please apt update and then apt full upgrade -y, so that your system will be up to date and with the latest security patches. Yeah, that's it for this, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.